I'd like to welcome Senator James Mason to the podium.
Thank you, Governor. Hello, my fellow Virginians. I am Senator James Mason. I know I don't need to tell you all about my political history nor my accolades, such as this being my third term as senator, my term in Congress, my time in the Virginia House of Delegates, or the fact that I drafted the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850. I say this not to boast or not to brag, but I say it so you know my credibility and my dedication to the South and the Union. Today we are here again to discuss the fate of one, John Brown, after what happened on Harper's Ferry. Now, after talking to Brown, I know he has no regrets. And I know that he also sees this as a religious movement. Now, in the good word, in the Bible that we all cherish. Now, in the book of Luke, chapter 6, verses 41 through 42, it says, "Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not see the beam that is in your own? How can you say to your brother, 'Brother, let me remove that speck that is in your eye,' while you yourself do not see the beam that is in your own, you hypocrite?" Now I say this because as Southerners, we believe in a higher power. And in this verse, our God is telling us to look at ourselves, examine what we can do before we dissect and take out on others. There is so much we can do to further this movement for the South to preserve their honor and for abolitionists to not take any more lives. Now, as humans, we fall short. That is common. But we are in an ever-progressing system. Now, this system, if we believe that it can change, it will change if given the proper time. Today, we should focus on what we can do to prevent this from ever happening again and losing innocent, valuable lives. Not only did we lose valuable lives, we lost 5 innocent lives. People who were not slave owners were lost in this raid. What are they going to do? What are their families going to do now after this raid? John Brown brought his own men with him, and they stand for this cause. They believe him to be an honorable man. Are they here today standing trial with him? Would they be willing to stand trial with him in place to survive their leader and the cause that they find so willing? To reach justice, I understand that we will not all get what we want, but we need to find compromise in a way that satisfies our union. The union is what matters the most to us. One man's life is not worthy to carry the weight of what happened on Harper's Ferry. Along with avoiding the possibility of future John Browns, we need to avoid future political violence when we can. To have a just sentence, I believe that we need to have more people to stand trial with John Brown. One life does not pay for all those lost or those harmed. Multiple lives serving a sentence to show that they are strong in one union shows exactly what we believe in and stand for as Southerners. John Brown is said to be an honorable man by some, but if this is so, why did he directly violate the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850? When you do this, you violate Southern honor. If we can come to any sort of understanding, is that we need to spare more human, innocent lives. I pray you would think deeply about this matter as it strongly concerns our future for justice and for union. Thank you.
Any questions for Senator Mason? Mr. Gibby?
Thank you, Governor. Senator Mason, you said that we lost 5 innocent lives who were not slave owners. Therefore, inversely, you would say that slave owners are not innocent?
Not to say that anyone's innocent, but in this act, what you guys were fighting against, they were innocent. This is not a broad term of innocence that applies to everyone. In the eyes of God, we are sinners. That is why Jesus died on the cross, which is what we all believe in. No one's innocent. In this case, with these circumstances, these 5 lives did not have to be lost. They did not hurt anyone and did not deserve harm.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Giddings.
Any further questions? Mr. Thorough?
Senator Mason, I respect your approach for patience and self-examination. However, you question our faith in a higher power to resolve these issues. And just not try to attempt anything for ourselves. I would like to highlight the verse James 2:17, which states, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." John Brown was taking action, and although I don't justify that people were murdered, he did take action for his beliefs. And I would hope that people could agree with that and, like you said, self-examine.
I agree with you. He did take actions followed by faith. I can understand why you think that. But did they have to be the actions that he took specifically? There may have been other ways to go about this. Being faithful, we have to believe in the God that we trust. Conditions have already gotten better over time. Maybe not in the way and in the timeline that you have wanted, but they have progressively gotten better. If we trust in the Lord, if we do the actions he directly puts on our hearts, we can get to a just living place. We can all be united and hold together with less political violence, less lives lost.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for questions.
Thank you, everyone.